Siphinde sikwamukele mbukeli ubukele iKids News ku-SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. Izolo umhlaba wonke ubugubha usuku olwaziwa nge-World Children's Day. Sonke-ke siyazibuza ngokuba lolu suku olwani. Ukuze siphenduleke sihlangene noChristine ophuma e-United Nations International Children's Fund ngeZoom. Thanks for joining us and welcome to Kids News.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. So if we talk about UNICEF, what are we talking about?
UNICEF is that what you asked? What is UNICEF?
Yes, what is UNICEF?
UNICEF is the United Nations Children's Fund. It's an agency that's part of the United Nations family, and our mandate is to work for the realization of the rights of children all over the world.
So for people who might not know what is World Children's Day, what would you say is World Children's Day?
So World Children's Day is on the 20th of November, so that was yesterday. And this is a day that UNICEF has picked to celebrate, to commemorate a day for action for children with children. It actually falls on the day on which the world decided to adopt the Convention on the Rights of the Child. This was 33 years ago in 1989. And so every year, on the 20th of November, UNICEF celebrates or commemorates this day, and we do it for children and with children.
So was there a theme for this year? If yes, what was it?
So the theme for this year is non-discrimination and inclusion. So we want to make sure that children who are of ethnic minorities, language minorities, religious minorities, children who are disabled are not discriminated against, and they are included in everything that the society, the community, the families do for children.
So I'm sure there are children maybe in rural areas or townships who might not know about this day. How do you spread awareness about this day?
So in South Africa, actually, we have a little bit of a challenge because this period is a period when children are going through exams. They're still in school. So what we mainly do is work with partners such as you, media, to be on air at this time so that those who are still busy with their school, their education, can hear about this day without interrupting important, education time and learning. We also use a U-Report platform, which is a way for us to actually reach out to young people who are active on this digital platform, and we poll them. So we ask them, how they feel about a number of topics. And this week, we actually polled them about this theme of discrimination and inclusion, and we have some interesting results that came through, and they're coming from children both in urban and rural areas.
Can you tell us about the activities that UNICEF usually do on World Children's Day?
Absolutely. So typically what happens on World Children's Day is that we, as UNICEF and the partners with whom we work, we let kids take over. So for example, on Friday here in South Africa, we had a meeting with CEOs, so chief executive officers of big companies, big private companies with whom we work. We mobilize resources from them. We work with them, on the work we want to do for children. And so on Friday, the meeting was led by children. We had the chair of the meeting who was a learner from grade 10. On that day, the UNICEF representative was a young learner from grade 9. So we had a number of learners in the room who literally took over the meeting and led it. They put issues on the agenda for us to consider. They made presentations on mental health as it affects children. They spoke about transforming education. They spoke about the importance of bringing entrepreneurial skills to children. And they also spoke about climate change and how it affects children and young people. So all over the world, these kinds of activities are taking place in all the countries in which we have a presence. And we listen to children. We make sure that we engage with them and we take into account what they tell us, how they speak about it, so that we take that into account in the work that we do for children.
That's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Thank you, and a happy World Children's Day. I hope you managed to celebrate it yesterday.
I did. Thank you.